And did it
Um,
work?
and yes, did it work?
Did it work because just because they scrape the internet does that
Did
right? I'm saying a lot of this stuff is like, and I had this where I had a tech person that defected from a athlete management system, and he said, "Oh, like coach, there won't be any coaching in 3 or 4 years, right? This is the saying, oh, they're going to do surgeries with robots and stuff like that. So the problem is we don't know and understand human intelligence. So if you're trying to scale something you don't know or automate, there's limitations, right? So even if it doesn't work to begin with, making it more scaled and faster doesn't help. So like what you said is like you have methodology, you got a guy like Buddy Morris, right? He's not a fan of Olympic lifting, right? He didn't need it. Okay, that's fine. You have Mike Boyle, did a lot of Olympic lifting, and he left and migrated from back squats to front squats to single leg activities. That's fine. And that does work for him. The question is, does it need to be done by anyone? Now, how does an LLM look and saying, okay, you have 5 different opinions that are much conflicting? Do they just average everything out and say, here's the common denominators, do this? Well, that's the flaw of averages, right? There are things, once you remove certain things, the ingredients and then the recipe changes. So, for example, there's a lot of people that believe that single leg lifts or activities should be done on the field or on the track. So, in the weight room, they might say, oh, it looks like they're doing bilateral training only. Well, if you're sprinting and doing plyos, you're clearly doing single leg activities. Now, single leg strength training, you might have someone says, hey, we use medicine balls and weight vest, and we do walking lunges on the track. Well, that's single leg. Might not be a primary lift, but this is the gray area that the nuances that you can only get from craftsmanship. I talked to a really, really good strength coach on from the UK. His name is William Wayland, and he is going all in on craftsmanship because all those nuances that might be in the mind of a master artist might not be written down on the internet. A lot of good practitioners don't write, don't publish research. They just work and then they retire, and it's been like a burning of Alexandria in terms of that intellectual knowledge. So I think we're like, we're getting back to it. I think we're going to get back to the classics. Analog, a lot more moleskins and just writing things down. For me, I've gone more analog, and so I'm more polarizing. Really high tech, and then I stop at a certain point, and then I remove all tech entirely to get a little bit more organic, and that's been helping. So a combined hybrid approach is what I believe in.